Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early. Daily discipline. Mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Sunday. Let's jump into our study group for warriors. I don't think I have any new subscribers this week, so I don't need to explain what's going on. Let's just jump into it. Start from the back of my notes this time. It's better to live on the corner of a roof than to share a house with a quarrelsome wife. Proverbs 21, verse 9. Let's go to the next one. Are you lost with likes? This may be a syndrome that younger people have, but there's many people my age that are lost with likes. And of course, this is a syndrome of social media. We have a whole generation now that has grown up with social media. They don't know anything else. It's really destructive in some ways, where it can make you weak. It can turn you into one of these types of people that's just simply seeking validation, and you need those likes in order to feel validated. Why do you post pictures of yourself? People know what you look like. Your friends do, your family does. Are you posting all those selfies to show the people that don't know you what you look like? No. You're doing it for validation. You're putting up those memes. Why did you put up that meme? To educate somebody, to share something with the world that they don't know about? To push an agenda? Are you an operative for the Democrats or the Republicans? No, you do it for validation. And if you don't get any likes, you don't get any validation, maybe you'll take it down. Maybe you'll feel bad about yourself. Start to get angry. Fuck the world. Fuck these people. Start to think nobody likes you. Desperate for acceptance. These likes are our lifeline. Be accepted, to tell us who we are and how to move forward. We can only take another step forward and if we have enough likes. And this leads to a destruction of our individuality and our creativity, because a lot of young people are copying each other because they see content and creativity and individuality that is validated, and then they want to replicate it because they feel, well, that's my path towards strength, towards love, right? Isn't that what validation ultimately is? It's that motherly love, that acceptance, and you love being accepted. People live for it. It fuels you, gasses you up. My generation dared to be different, and dared to be bullied, and dared to be laughed at and mocked. This is what punk rock was. Nobody knew how to play instruments. A lot of the music was horrible, horrible, from a technical aspect. People dressed crazy, and they had no talent, and they jumped up on stage like idiots, like fools. And sometimes it was amazing. And we have bands like Black Flag and Minor Threat and a bunch of others that did it. And then there's thousands of them that sucked so bad and never went anywhere. But my generation was willing to do that. And that's just punk rock. We could talk about hip hop. Look at hip hop. My generation, every single hip hop artist had a different voice, a different image, a different style, a different persona. Completely different. You couldn't find two that were the same, and if you did, people would be bullied and ostracized because you weren't allowed to rip somebody's image off. You weren't allowed to steal their ideas. That was who they are. You got to be who you are. Oh no. Now they all have that little prefix Lil. They're all Lil Chump, Lil Pump, Lil Dump, Lil Cump, they're all Lil something or others, trying to be like Lil Wayne. They all are these little skinny boys like Lil Wayne. They all have dreadlocks like Lil Wayne, gold teeth like Lil Wayne, their pants down to their fucking knees just like Lil Wayne. You have a whole generation of you idiots trying to steal Lil Wayne's vibe, trying to ride off of what he created. This is all, you're lost in likes, you're lost in validation, you're lost in acceptance, and you have no strength in you to be different, to go your own way. You're terrified of it. Let's move on. Let's talk about image. What is your image? What's the point of paying attention to your image? I had someone on here get real triggered by this. Your image is not just your fashion. Your image is your confidence. It's your power. It's your status. It's a tool to get what you want out of life. Now, not everybody's going to understand this, and I may not have understood this when I was weaker. I had to get stronger to understand how important my image was towards my success. And not everybody wants to be successful. You may not want to be successful with business or with women or in life in general. I do. And this channel is for men and people that do. It's for alphas. Alphas understand image, and they always have. They get it. I don't have to argue with an alpha about image. They get it. It's the betas, the emasculated men, the simps, the wimps, the chumps, the weaklings. They don't get it. They push back and they want to argue. They think that somebody is going to take the time to get to know what kind of beautiful soul you are and accept you and validate you and not judge you. You're living in a fantasy world, my friend. You may be a casual conformist where you're too afraid to stand out, to be creative. Just like that you're seeking validation from your social media and your life in general, your persona in general. You constantly need to be validated so you can be who you are. You may be conforming to a lazy, casual lifestyle. Flip-flops and Crocs and slippers and sweatpants and cargo shorts and that kind of shit. And you're just doing that because everybody else is doing it. And if you dress up, people make fun of you. People notice, oh, wow, what are you dressed up for? And you couldn't bear to be different. You couldn't bear to be counterculture. To express yourself through your image is counterculture because there's so many conformists. So many sheeple. To be an individual is counterculture. The traditional man, the alpha male, the masculine man, that's the new 1%. That's the counterculture in America. Let's move on. You either get it or you don't. Here's Ecclesiastes 19:2, chapter 19, verse 2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. So wine and women, vice and lust will make men of understanding to fall away. Let's move on. Oh, you guys like aliens? I studied this during the week. I don't know why. Let's talk about reptilians. Lizard people. Fucking lizard people. There's two different types of lizard people. You got lizard people on the moon lizards, and you got lizard people living down in the earth in a giant cave system. It's not the hollow earth theory, but there's apparently huge caves miles down in the earth that are the size of cities. And there's lizards. So there's earth lizards and moon lizards. The moon lizards are shapeshifters. But they don't shapeshift really. They just use their telekinetic powers to trick us, and we see them as humans. So you might have met some chick at the bar or at the club the other night, and you had a good time, and she's just all on you. Oh, hey, you're so hot. Let's go home. And you take her home, and you just bang her silly, throw her all over the room, put her in every position. That could have been a lizard, bro. You might have fucked a lizard, you weirdo, you creepy weirdo. you lizard fucker. We see them as humans. Now, they're jerks. The lizard people from the moon are total jerks. They're assholes, they're evil, they're malevolent, and they're here to take the planet over, and they've done a pretty good job. They've infiltrated the government, they've infiltrated Hollywood, they've infiltrated the Council on Foreign Relations, the Illuminati, all of it. Alexander the Great, Justin Bieber, Bill Clinton, whoever, P. Diddy, they're all lizard people. Beyonce, lizard. They're all lizard people. Dave Chappelle, lizard. They're all lizards. Now, why are they here? Well, they're here for two reasons. One, to take us over, to take the planet over. And two, to fuck us. To fuck us. The moon lizards are perverts. They're sexual deviants. They can't get enough sex. And they love fucking kids. They're pedophiles. They love fucking kids. Now, the earth lizards, they're apparently a little smaller, but still human-like. And they're here to help us, apparently. There's a book written by a guy who claims that he had a whole relationship with one of these cave lizards, these earth lizards, and it was a chick, and she gave him all kinds of information. And the earth lizards are here, and they've been here for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They're here for one reason only, and that's for copper. They're copper addicts, like crack addicts. The earth lizards are these fucks that go and steal the copper out of your house or out of your air-conditioned system or whatever. There's these lowlifes stealing copper. Those are all lizards. They're here to mine copper. They use copper for their spaceships. So that's really what they're all about. They're a bunch of copper crackheads. So that's the alien talk. Let's move on. I just thought some of that stuff was fun. Have you heard of the Dark Night of the Soul? That was new to me. The Dark Night of the Soul is a process. So there's an initial awakening, followed by a period of purification. And then you have a confrontation with yourself. And then there's a union with the divine. There's a doubt and a loss of comfort, which is followed by a profound transformation. That's the dark night of the soul. And you may be in one of these stages. You may be in a period of purification, a confrontation with self, a union with the divine. You may be in one of the stages of the dark night of the soul. Let's go to the next one. What's a high-value man? Some of you wonder. A strong man is a high-value man. Masculine man. A successful man. A good man. A hard-working man. And oddly enough, all of that's it's offensive to feminists and liberals. They are so offended by the idea of a high-value man. It's disgusting to them. And there's a war against it. To take down valuable men, to destroy manhood, to destroy leadership, to kill kings. You can use your image to your advantage or to your disadvantage. It's up to you. Some people understand image and some people don't. Have you ever wondered what women want in men? What do women want in a man? A big giant dick? Lots of money? Big muscles? A Lamborghini? What do they want? Maybe that's what Instagram whores want, but real women. What does a real woman want? A good woman. Well, you can go ask. Go ask your mother. What I've found is many women want stability and fulfillment. Men and women want different things out of relationships, and it's good to know this. Stability and fulfillment. guys know about the lone wolf. Many of you are lone wolves. And that's an image that I myself have identified with at times. But here's the thing about the lone wolf, for all you lone wolves out there. A wolf is a pack animal. The pack survives. The reason why wolves mate and have little wolf packs is for survival. The lone wolf dies. The lone wolf may seem attractive, mysterious, strong. That's a dead man. He's going to die early. He's going to die in misery. He's going to starve to death. Starve to death from love, starve to death from union, starve to death from a lot of things. The lone wolf could be a real fun image for some people, that they really feel strong and rebellious. There's a whole lot of imagery to the lone wolf. We could talk about what that imagery is. It's a path of solitude and of early death. Just keep that in mind. Every word you speak is an expression of God or a rebellion against it. If you live a pathological life, you pathologize society. Let's end with this one. Don't let your ark be half built when the flood comes. Have a good day.